Hello guys, this is Bandy Chess and I'm coming back with a new opening trap, which actually I should have uploaded or should upload as a very nice puzzle, but I thought that I will do the whole game because it's a little bit more entertaining, and also because this way you can listen to my fantastic voice a little bit longer. So here comes the game: e4 d5, Scandinavian opening or defense, and then white here, instead of the standard knight c3, played pawn d4, which is not that great. Against which black went for the standard quick queenside castling plan, which is very popular among somewhat weaker um, club players, with the intention of playing a quick e5 and winning the pawn on the d5 pin, which is actually a common theme in the Portuguese line of the Scandinavian, which is d4, d5, ed, and then knight f6 instead of queen takes back first. Not so much here, but actually I think black can now transpose due to the fact that white didn't play knight c3 on time. Anyway, white played pawn c4, which was fine, followed by queen h5, which then was followed by d5. Unfortunately, I think it deserves at least one question mark, if not two, because after e6, followed by knight f6, white would lose the d5 pawn and we'd let the game too. But luckily, black chose to be very greedy, which is always the beginning of a beautiful friendship between us and amazing combinations. Because he stupidly followed it up with queen e5 check, which is his third queen move in the opening, and then the fourth, taking the b2 pawn. Now, while black is stupidly grabbing pawns on the other end of the board, white actually managed to get his pieces out, and after castling, his development is nearly complete, apart from the b1 knight. But of course, castling is a very gutsy move, because it invites black to grab yet another valuable customer, this time the rook on a1. Needless to say that this is exactly what white was hoping for, because that was his way to write his name into the history books of chess by executing here a truly amazing combination, which, if you would like to solve, then I would like to ask you to pause the video here. Otherwise, just listen and let's go through the amazing solution together. So, after sacking the rook on a1, black decided to take on c6, because he knew that his only way to make it to my YouTube channel is to sack a queen as well. And after the check, the king had to go to b8 to prevent the pawn from promoting. And after rook takes d1, he started to shake his head in shame, because he realized that his king side is still totally untouched, apart from the king that is now in a hell of a trouble sitting on b8. In fact, the only sensible way to stop the mate was to play c6. Please note that on queen b1, rook takes b1 followed by bishop takes a7 mates very quickly. So he played c6, and now white took it, which was a must, because otherwise the b7 pawn would fall and we wouldn't have a mate. And now black thought that he was out of trouble by playing king c7. And it seems like white's attack is now about to run out of steam, but that is actually not the case. I reckon bishop f4, oh no, bishop f4 check does not win now, because pawn e5 is possible. So we actually have to find the best move here for white if we want to win, which was rook d7 check, by the way, which is a beautiful, beautiful concept and something that we very rarely see. Of course, the idea is that if king takes bishop, which is pretty much only move, then b8 promotes to knight, gives a check, guards the rook, gives an absolutely stunning checkmate. A remarkably cool effort by white. A really, really, really nice example of what happens if you keep on grabbing material instead of developing your pieces. So please learn from the lesson, and I'll be back with more.